One's a former NFL star turned esports coach.
But I was getting the stink eye from my wife. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
And one's a dad who can't stop playing Rocket League.
These kids these days, they're like, blah, 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 blah. We're used to jump and run.
Together, they welcome you to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge.
Welcome to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. I'm your host, Ahman Green, and I'm glad you have tuned in today. It's going to be a fun show. Just me. I'm rolling solo. So John and Rico are off. They'll be back soon. Hope whatever they're doing, they will be safe and obviously having fun, because you miss out on a whole lot of fun on this show here. So if this is your first time coming into Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge, you are in for a little treat. You know, yes, I am that guy, former NFL player, played for the Green Bay Packers, all-time leading rusher. That's what I do. But I am a gaming enthusiast, esports coach, professor, and all that in terms of gaming. So this show is your weekly getaway to the latest news, hottest game releases, and in-depth discussions with industry leaders or about industry leaders, games, topics, or whatever. So whether you're a casual gamer or a hardcore esports fan, my Gamers Lounge is something for you and everyone. So grab your controller, settle in, and join us as we dive into this fun and dynamic world of video games. So I hope everyone is doing well. So checking in real quick with myself, and I say with chat too. Chat, how you been doing? You know, so this last week was a full weekend. From it started last Thursday for me and my wife, traveling back to Wisconsin to watch the Packer game against the Cardinals, which wasn't much of a game. Packers pretty much had control the whole time. But Thursday, I'll say Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it was a chance to meet and greet with fans, some friends connected with. That was obviously our friends and neighbors, still friends, but neighbors, I'll say, living in the Wisconsin, Green Bay area. So it was good seeing them and having fun, you know, getting, I say, new fan stuff and memorabilia. We went to the movies, went and saw Joker. I don't know if anybody's seen Joker yet. It's a must-see in theaters. Be prepared, though, because obviously it's, I say it's eclectic. It's Todd, is it the director from Hangover 2? Todd Phillips is the director, and obviously his writers are involved. So it is, and it's really, really, when I think about Hangover 2, and some of the movies that he's produced, it's a little different. It is different. So be prepared for that. I'm saying definitely go see it. If you are I must see in theaters type of person, I'm that person, regardless of what friends and critics say about a movie, good or bad. I like to go see it in the theaters myself. And so I did. And like I said, it was good for me being a Batman fan. So I'm a little biased to some of the anecdotes about a DC movie, because this is a DC movie, and obviously with the characters involved, Batman. You got not Batman, but Joker. You had Harley Quinn got introduced in this movie. So yeah, check it out. I think it's something fun you could get into and have a good time. So let me get a shout out real quick to the sponsors, one of the sponsors of the show and of my stream here. Sly, drink on the Sly. So play is an essential part of life, whether you're digital or outdoors exploring. Your world has to be fun, because if not, the world is not a fun place. So keep the good times rolling with Good Times Rolling. Support your play with Sly Boost, Sly Chill, and Sly Dream. I'm going to give me some Sly Dream after this stream here, because I got a fully packed day. So this is my second stream today. Earlier, I streamed Green and Go G Lounge with my teammates, Gilbert and Dorsey. And I'm streaming this now for about an hour or so. And then later on, I'm going to take a little break after the show and then come back. Something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to do Wingman Wednesday. So it's my day to play one of my favorite shooters, Halo Infinite, or just Halo anyway. So we're playing Halo Infinite, though, tonight. So if you want to join in later to get some headshots, to get a one-shot kill, anything of that nature, sticky kill, join me. I'm going to be playing Halo for a few hours, at least 3 hours. Get that in. That's when by the second hour, that's when I really start to get warm. And then we could talk football, baseball, basketball, esports. That's what I do. And so we got some interesting things off in the NFL, right? The trade deadline is not even in sight right now. And we got Amari Cooper. He's a Buffalo Bill now. He was a Brown. Got Devontae Adams is a Jet now, was a Raider. And he's reunited, obviously, with his homie, Aaron Rodgers, former teammate of mine. So it's just crazy how all that goes down, right? You got Devontae, he's down with the hammy and not happy in Vegas anyway. And then boom, somehow he's a Raider. Very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know how these guys do it these days. They get guaranteed. I love it that they're getting guaranteed money, but then NFL is becoming like the NBA, where you can put a team together. I mean, you talk amongst each other, and this happens. Obviously, GMs talk and ownership talks. Players could talk and say, hey, let's do this. Let's do this, then the other. Get in a position where if you want to come back or you want to team up with me again, then we're going to do this. And that's what's going on. Man, Cam Akers, or not Cam Akers, that's the kicker. I'm talking about a running back. He's also, he went somewhere. He's not a Ram anymore. He's somewhere else. So it's just like free agencies. I mean, mid-season trade deadline it's not even close. I think it's the end of this month or end of November or mid-November. So we're like a month off, and it's already things are happening. So it's crazy in the NFL. Major League Baseball started. Yankees, you look good. So if you're a Yankee fan, you're happy. Aaron Judge has come out of his slump to be playing some really good playoff baseball. NBA is about to start. WNBA is about to win. We have the Lynx. We have the New York team playing, balling out of control, competing. So if you're watching that, hey, big ups to the women in the WNBA as well. So let's get over to our first segment of the show here. I'll get all of the graphics ready here. And let me hit the music, which I love. We'll get into that quick hit news bite, y'all. I'll do that one more time. Anyway, beating somebody up there. But the quick hit news bites here. Let me get up on the big screen here. Of course. So the sounds of the fighting going on is perfect, because we're talking about Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. And it's been a big hitting game. I've been seeing it all over the Twitch sphere. A lot of my people that I follow. Shout out to my guy, S-Fan. He was playing it last night. And I've seen a lot of other people streaming, a lot of content creators streaming this game. It's a big game. What's up, JFK? What's up, the average historian? Brian, how are you doing? I'm doing well. So you got Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero Cells, and incredible 3 million copies just in 24 hours. And I would have to say I am not surprised by this. This is a game just like movies, certain TV shows, and other video games out there that were a part of people's childhood. When I say that, Dragon Ball Z has been around, I think I watched the video or something getting ready for the show, and it's like 40 years. I didn't realize that, or almost 50 years Dragon Ball Z's been around. And of course, when they put out a game, it's just like Star Wars. Like, you're going to watch it. You're going to play it. I'm playing Star Wars Outlaws right now. I picked up Squadrons and I hadn't even played it yet. I think I played it one time. So, but when those type of franchises say they're going to do a game and then they do it, they put it out and it's for sale, or you can go watch it, they're going to break records. So here in the article here, by way of shout out to IGN.com, thank you for the information. So the first sequel in more than 15 years, Dragon Ball Z Budokai, and I'm gonna destroy this, Tenkaichi series launched on October 11th across PlayStation 5, Xbox X, S, and PC via stream. So quickly shot up to the most played games list of Valve's platform. So neither nor Sony or Xbox or Microsoft makes their console numbers look public. That means look small. You know how you have the guys in sports now be putting their hand on the ground like I just grown man you. Yeah, they doing that right now. That's what this game is doing to all the other big AAA games that are out there. They little boying games like Star Wars Outlaws and what else came out just recently. Well, the sports games come out annually, but any other game that's come out during this time is having a rough go. So Sparking Zero soon sped up past Steam peak player counts of every other Dragon Ball Z released on the platform, and it's not even close, y'all. It's not even close, like they said. So currently, a report peaked count of 122,554 people, which was achieved at the launch date. So the next highest peak number count of Dragon Ball Z game was set by Arc System Works fighting game Dragon Ball Z Fighters, which topped at 444,000 and a little over 300 people. So at the time of the article's publication, Sparking Zero still had a sizable number of players, 28,000 and some change, within a 24-hour peak of 83,000. So, like I said, when you're hitting the childhood string tones of people's hearts, when they drop anything Autobots for me, between Autobots, Transformers, Star Wars, Batman. What else? What else do I have behind me that I'm a fan of? Gears of War. Anything from DC. Legos got a movie out now. I didn't even know it. It's actually a cool little documentary / type of storytelling by Pharrell, the artist, the director, music guy. He has a movie out. It's a Lego movie. So any of the things that happen, I'm gonna put some coin in it because it's just I grew up watching them. Even if they'll do a Tom and Jerry, which Tom and Jerry is on Multiverses, I will play it because this is stuff I grew up with. So if you're in that age range, you know what I'm talking about. This just hits you just right, and you're like, you know what, I gotta try it out. I might be in the middle of another game. And it's like, you know what, I'm gonna play this. So it has a nice little balance too. The game here on IGN, you can actually pick a winner between different Dragon Ball Z fighters or characters that fight. And so I know I see who wins this duel. You see, I'm gonna pick who should I pick? Super Zarbon or Sapachovich? Who's gonna win this one here? So which one should I pick? I'm gonna go with anything body with Super. I'm gonna go with Super. Let me see if they win. Oh no, I guess the mine just won because I picked it. But okay, you could continue playing, but we are not because we got to move on here. But as the story goes on, it says, the game has a good balance between like Street Fighter, straight up fighting, to actual RPG storytelling that you do. And I think all the Dragon Ball Z games have done that, throughout the time of its existence. They make a game. It's not just straight up a fighting game. They make it more of a you could go open world and explore, go different places, do different activities, do different missions other than actual fight. But then boom, obviously you get down to the meat and potatoes of things. You get opportunity to Super Saiyan somebody and all that. And I think it talks about, actually you could click one of the links and if you're just wondering, you can learn how to Super Saiyan in the game. So, and how to fuse in Sparking Zero here. So they said, we got you covered. So for helping mastering any other technique, check out Sparking Zero Advanced Combat Tips. So you click the link there at the actual page that I'm on for articles there for more about Sparking Zero and how to get good at the game. So, I say for you big time Dragon Ball Zers out there, I know this is something that you're like, oh my goodness, more Dragon Ball Z, because what you had DB Fighters has been big for years, been holding strong. And then Kakarot not too long ago, a couple years after that. And then you got the TV series. You got shows and movies. So yeah, I mean, when it's hitting in that demo, then there's no losing there from Bandai side of it. And what's the other company's name? Spike Chung Soft is the developer of the game along with Bandai Namco. So there you go. So, all right, let's head into the next segment here. The best thing I've seen on social media. And let me put that in first. Let me get down here. Boom. No.
You're so dumb.
This is a fun one. You're going to like this one. All right. So this one, it has some explanation behind it. So, recently, it's October. I've been doing my October horror movie month thing. I haven't played no video, horror games yet, but I think I will with some of the game releases of this week. It's some fun games that I'm going to talk about here in a few minutes here. But when I usually sit down for a movie, sometimes recently it's been like after some gaming, after getting some work done. So I sit down with my wife and we start watching something, and I got Mr. Sandman nipping at my beard, trying to knock me out. So here we go. So this is the best thing I've seen on social media. Oh my God. Hold up. Let me get this. Let me get my screen shared right. Where is it at? Is there here? Yep, there it is. Boom. All right. Let me get all set up here. So this is me trying to stay up late to watch a movie in my household here. So let me hit the play button. You got the music on here. So as you hear, the credits are rolling and I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it like this dog is. Actually, don't say my wife, that's me. I'm just saying. I'm trying to, I don't know what it is. I just cannot win against Mr. Sandman. I'm staying up late trying to watch a horror movie. And it's a horror movie that I want to see too. And I just like, I'm just beat it. Sandman is winning. And it's a Sandman horror movie too out there too. I know it is. I've watched it. And I've definitely seen it. At least once. So yeah, for everybody hanging in there trying to stay up late and watch movies or just movie in general, hey, good luck. Try to win the battle. I've won some nights against Mr. Sandman. So I beat him up back and I was able to fight him. He did not put me down. But it's other nights, so I wake up, I mean, it's TV off, and it's like 4 a.m. I'm like, dang. So I just share that note. I know a lot of people is it's not even pain. It's like, dang, I passed out again. It's not on purpose. I just not have the energy to stay alive, to stay woke. Because I was so into the movie, and then and it's not the movie. It's just the fact that my body's like, hey man, it's time for you to go to sleep. So just like my man in this picture here in this video, yeah, he's trying to fight. That's when you open that eyes up, you're like, all right, I'm gonna keep my eyebrows. I'm gonna open a bigger. That will help me there. It doesn't work. So either way. So yeah, shout out to you. Stay awake. Watching a late night movie with friends and family. So good luck to you and Godspeed. May the force be with you on that one. So headed over to the next category. We're going pretty quick here. Like I said, just me rolling. No Rico, no John. They will be back soon. So we're headed into the next category. So let me get set up here. And it is game releases, y'all.
Release the games. It's time for the game releases. Game releases.
There we go here. All right, let me head over to fun games here. The first game up. Get that tab shared. Boom, boom, boom. And here we go.
Like in our family, the Nintendo Switch system has just always been there. Uppa got you one for your anniversary.
I don't want to mess up her name.
Gift. If there was one game
Matt,
our family
my
game,
Trey,
We've been playing the Mario Party.
So her and her family is talking about a fun game that's coming out this week, which is Super Mario Brothers Party Jamboree on Switch, coming out tomorrow. If anybody knows how to say her name, it's
3, 2, 1, go.
And she's been in a lot of TV series that I watch. I love her. Great actress. So also a gamer. Finding this out.
Getting that distance on you.
Mario Party is one of those games. Actually, S-Fan, my man, shout out to S-Fan. He was talking about it last night on his stream. Like, he's going to get this game. I didn't realize a new one's coming out. So I saw the list and the information that I'm sharing. And game releases to the news has been helped out just recently by Keto. So shout out to Keto. And he was first in the Green and Go G Lounge stream, by the way. I'll put that out there.
I feel like in our family, the Nintendo
Jamboree
system has just always been
looks
there.
and plays look just like all the other
anniversary?
Super Mario Brothers party games. So I think if you've been playing these games with your family and you're that person that has to be good at them, I think you'll be good at this one here. So family, so you could talk about your experiences and different games that you battle over the other Super Mario Party games out there. So Jamboree is going to give you a peek into the upcoming game right here. So you got what we got? That's turning on lights. Then the next one I saw was like run a track.
Getting that distance on you.
So it's bike racing, or not bike racing, tricycle racing. Let's get that right. Now we got track. We got hurdles.
Don't push me.
Things of that nature. And that looked like a team one.
Okay. Listen.
So you got to work together. You got to make sure you're a team, right? Family and friends and all that stuff. Because if you don't win the game. And so I will say to the chat, what is your favorite Mario Party in game for Mario Party? Because they have a whole bunch of games. I remember I've played one. I know me and my wife played together. It wasn't Mario Party. It was Mario Wonderland or Mario World. Was it Mario? No, 3D. Mario 3D and Bowser's something. And I found out that a button that you can press, you can pick up your teammate. And I didn't know you could throw them too. So I double tapped it and I picked her up and threw her so fast I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And of course, we were teammates and she didn't know. She didn't think she thought I was doing it on purpose. I was like, no, I'm not doing it on purpose. This is just learning. I'm pressing buttons and finding out the hard way. So whatever your favorite game is in Mario Party, and now Jamboree, you got a new slate of games coming at you. So I hope you have fun playing this game that's out this week. It is on Switch, and you can't beat it. It's Halloween too. So, you're going to have a little Halloween party, a little get together, anything. And now the next game popping up that is playing, that is going on, which I'm super excited about, is these two games here. So it's from Retro Realms, and you hear the music already. What? So Boss Team Games Retro Realms turns out two of the most iconic horror franchises in 16-bit platformers. So you have Halloween, where you see Michael Myers, you playing as Michael Myers, slaying and just getting more body count and more creative ways to kill people. And then also Ash versus the Evil Dead, or Ash versus Evil, or something like that, which is a part of the Evil Dead series, which we just watched Evil Dead last week. So Ash Williams is back. He's good chopping up with his chainsaw arms and was that a nail gun? And then just running over zombies and the demons in the underworld in those 2 games there. So Retro Realms, I'm just caught of their name and I'm all in it. And it's on all consoles. It's everywhere. It's on all platforms. And I'm downloading this because why?
Rated M
it's
for mature.
October and I love horror movies. And so let's go. You know. But this one has all the characters. So which one has all the characters you talking about? Super Mario, Jamboree, JFK, or Retro Worlds or Realms, excuse me. So I'm super excited about this as well to play this with villains in the story. It's so good. When you got Michael Myers, like you're good and bad here with Michael Myers. You're good and bad here. Well, you're good anyway with Ash. Ash is always a good guy. But Michael Myers, to try to make him into a goodie is interesting. It's always fun. So this is just a smash and dash game. Got the retro look is what I love. So then I could go and just play like I'm 10-year-old Ahman, smash and dash all over the place. So yeah, okay, you were referencing the Super Mario Jamboree or Super Mario Party Jamboree, JFK, great. Yes. So you says they have all. This one has all the characters. So the last one didn't have all the characters.
Rated M.
Oh, who was that at the end? We have to watch the video one more time. I saw one was looked like Jamie Lee Curtis character, but who was the other one? The dark-haired lady there. So yeah, if you got, and this game doesn't look. I'm pretty sure this. If it's on all platforms, maybe $30, maybe $40. What's the over/under on this? This game here, this Retro Realms game of Halloween and Ash versus the Evil Dead. I don't think it's cost at all. I don't think it's a big cost on this at all. I mean, graphics are retro, but they designed it that way. So Ash versus the Evil Dead, same thing. And I just want to know how many levels it is and how long would it take me to beat this game. I might play this on Saturday sometime this week or before, at least once before the end of the month. I got to play this and stream this for you all coming in, tuning in to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. And see who's this special if you pre-order. Who's this? Let me pause it. So you get Kelly Maxwell and Laura Stroud. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's Jamie Lee Curtis character. So you receive bonus DLC characters if you pre-order now. The game comes out tomorrow, so you can pre-order today and get the game. There you go. All right, we are done with that, and that is some fun. There are some fun games there. I'm super excited about their Michael Myers, and I get to be a kind of a anti-hero in the games. Ash is a good guy anyway. I haven't really seen all his movies. I might have to, you know what? I'm gonna watch Halloween. The one I haven't watched in a while is Season of the Witch, which is the one that none of the movie not have Jamie Lee or Michael Myers in it. So I'm gonna read up on why they did that. I still been wanting to know since I was a kid, and I'm like, where's Michael Myers? Where's Jamie Lee Curtis and all that stuff? So, and then where's Michael at? He's the main villain, so he should be in this. So I'm gonna look it up, man. If anybody knows in the chat, just throw it in the chat. Let me know what you know. All right, so we have what's on stream coming up, and like I said last week, we didn't have nothing to watch, but I now have some titles.
Row your boat gently upwards. Sorry, excuse me. It's time for what's on stream.
All right, here we go. Let me get everything else ready for what's on stream. Here, so the first choice. You see at the bottom, you're reading Tomb Raider. I watched the first episode of Tomb Raider often on Netflix, by the way. It looks pretty good. Get the volume ready here. And let's tune it up. We got Tomb Raider in season 1.
What is it?
And it's telling the story of you know who. You don't know what Tomb Raider is about. I don't know what to say. So Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft, the name's in the title. It's a new animated series from Powerhouse Animation set after the events of the Tomb Raider Survivor Trilogy video game. So if you are that person like I am that person for Batman, then you are this. If you are that person for Tomb Raider and Lara Croft, so you know where this TV show is going. So it's on Netflix. It started back on October 10th. I watched episode 1. It was pretty good. So this could potentially be a series that we break down with me, myself, and I, because Rico and John have been busy with work. So, and the next one I think you're gonna really like. This is a fun one too. And she has a little bit of PTSD going on from her dad passing away, and I think uncle passed not so long after that. But she is the badass Tomb Raider, Lara Croft / long distance cousin of Indiana Jones. That's the last day. I'm pretty sure she's like related to Indiana for sure. Paquito says I want to watch that. Hey, I watched it. It's pretty good. So we're gonna make a vote of it. So if you are in the Discord, please join in and put up your vote in there. And if you're not, this is how you get to the Discord here.
You mean you trying to kill me?
Join the Discord there, please. And put your vote in. And go into the Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge chat or into my chat and we can talk about it. So that is season 1 of Tomb Raider, Legend of Lara Croft right there. So she got, like I said, a lot of back memories of death and destruction in her path, and she's trying to get through it. But she's also Tomb Raidering all at the same time there. And she has a team with her, guys that help her check on the house, guys to make sure that when she goes into a job, they got her back, and she is not getting taken advantage of, things of that nature. So check it out, Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. The Legend of Lara Croft. There it is. Boom. All right, next one. This was gonna be a fun one right here, to me, because this, and we're talking about movies, games, TV shows that like hits the heartstrings, and you're like, no way they're bringing this back. Yes, way they are doing this. They actually been doing it a whole year, because this is something. This series actually started on Max. It's on maybe Prime. And it started last year, so it's been out a year already. So here we go. Let me get it up here. Boom, and oh, boom, and boom.
Where are we?
You may not recognize it right now. We let it ride out, though, then you'll know.
All around us.
There's no such thing.
Gather round. I bring you a creature only whispered about in myth and legend.
It can't be.
So yes, there it is. So it's Gremlin, Secret of the Magpie, that has been on Max for the last year. I mean, I did not know this. Well, I haven't had Max for a while, so I got to resubscribe if this is going to be a show that we watch, if we vote on it. And so, of course, for me, grew up watching the Gremlins 1 and 2 and 3, Spike and Gizmo, and I'm assuming that is Gizmo. That looks like Gizmo to me. And we all know what happens when they get water poured on them. They turn into the baddies. Those are the bad ones. Spike, which is the misfits. He's the bad guy. So you have Gizmo, you have John Dante, Steven Spielberg, animated film, animated series here on HBO Max. If you subscribe to it, you probably already been watching it. I know if I already had this down to my belt. For sure. Actually, I would have watched this with my granddaughter, because it's like on the borderline of horror, so it's not too bad. So you can introduce this to the younglings running around the house. But for me, this all hits it where, you know what? If we pick this one, I'm happy with this one. Super happy with this one. But we got to vote in the Discord, like I said here. And it's usually probably around 8 or 9 episodes. And you got my man doing Kung Fu. It don't get any better than that. It don't. Don't get any better than that. And the last one, and not the least here. If you already read the bottom part, you've been reading this already. It's on Disney Plus. And it's Agatha all along. And if you remember, and if you have been watching all of the Marvel series since Endgame, where she appeared was in WandaVision. That was her first appearance, and many other subtle appearances around the multiverse, from Loki to Quantum Mania, Doctor Strange. So you know of her. She is Agatha, the witch. I want to say Agatha, the purple witch, because she's purple is her color. So this, and it's at a perfect time this month. It's in October, so you can do this. So it's streaming on, like I mentioned, Disney Plus. It was a 2-episode premiere back on September 18th. And so I believe you could catch all episodes up now. Some of the episodes, I can't remember if it's released weekly or they're already out there. I watched the first 6 episodes. I haven't watched the rest so far, but this will be something we also can vote on. So we got 3 shows. We have Tomb Raider, Legend of Laura Craft. We have Gremlins, The Secret of the Magpie, and we have Agatha, Marvel Television's Agatha all along here. So wait a minute, let me see. I could do a vote poll on
like witches have been doing for centuries.
No, I don't do it. We just vote in the Discord. I don't want to make it any hard on myself. I got enough work to do. I'm busy every day. All right, so those are our choices. I think all pretty darn good choices. We even got a cartoon involved there. This episode, I mean not episodes, but so far the series looks really good, and it's just interesting where they're going to go with this and how it connects into the multiverse of what's going on the big screen to the small screen. Obviously, here being on the small screen, and so you have a team of witches teaming up that she's trying to basically get her power back, because obviously after WandaVision hit, she lost some of her power. And so now she's trying to gain it back, but she's using other witches to do that. And I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know if you were a witch and you lost your power, you have to use other witches kind of to jumpstart you, to get you going, to get your charge back. So that's what they called their power, is their charge back. So it's a good story. Fun story. Excited to be a part of it. So we get a chance to watch this together as a team. Hey, this is some good stuff. Good stuff. So we got 3 great shows, 3 different apps, and now we just got to pick. That's the hard part. But it's really not bad. It's not a lose-lose. It's not a win-lose. It's a win-win. Because all these series look great. I haven't seen nothing about the Gremlins lore in a while. I saw somewhere they were working on I think Gremlins 3 or 4, where they're like in modern day time, and it's like 50, because this movie came out in the mid 80s. So this story is almost 50 years old. And so it's interesting. So 45 years ago, that's when this movie came out. Something close around that range. Don't mark me if I'm wrong. I know it's somewhere in the 40 range, somewhere in there. So good series out. We'll see. If we don't have a good vote on there, I'll just executive rule this thing and pick it myself. But I'll let y'all vote in the Discord. Just put your next to your name, just put the series you want to watch. If it's JFK, you put Tomb Raider. You put Tomb Raider Laura Craft next to your name, or any other 3 Gremlins of the Secrets of the Magpie, or Agatha all the way, or all along. Excuse me. Just put your name and then the series you would like us to recap for the next few weeks till they're done. So, and I would say this is in the show, but not quite yet. We've been doing my gamer tips of the week, and that's been going on our gamer tip of the week, 1 tip a week. And this has been going pretty good. I've been putting this in my Discord as well. And so you can find the rest of it in the video here. So gamer tip of the week is, oh, wait a minute. Let me put this back. Let me leave that there. Let me edit this. Don't do that. Do that. Is develop game sense. And what I mean by that is definition. Mastering the mechanics of your game is crucial, but learning to read the flow of the match and predicting opponents' moves is equally important. So this will give you an advantage and an edge in competitive situations. So, I play like tonight. I'm gonna play some Halo tonight, and so what I always pay attention, obviously, to when I'm in my game of Halo, obviously I warm up first. You're talking about mastering the mechanics. I do a nice 20 to 30-minute warm up. I have a couple apps that my good friend and compadre Ryan Tan, shout out to Ryan Tan. That is one of the coaches at University of Nebraska, director of esports there, along with myself. But he's given me this app where I can work on tracking and accuracy. So I do that app about 10, 15 minutes. Then I go into another app called Streamlabs not Streamlabs, Aim Labs. And we also, he's assigned some modules in there to work on tracking and aiming. And trust me, that stuff works, man. Oh, I love it. And I'm a guy of process and knowing and trusting the process. So every time before I go and play my game of Halo, and even though it's mouse and keyboard training, it still filters over to my controller. So that's the part I love about it, that I was worried. I was like, let me try it, just mouse and keyboard. And I didn't make it a thing in my head. I say, that's another thing. Don't make it a thing in your head. I was like, let me just go with it. Even though it's mouse and keyboard training, it may help out my controller mechanics with my thumbs and my index fingers and my middle finger and my trigger fingers. And lo and behold, my accuracy is just crazy good now. And so I put that up there for all reading along. And so with that, I was just like, oh my goodness. I didn't realize, like, I thought it would be some discrepancy because it was mouse and keyboard training compared to controller training. And it still worked out where my controller game is so on point. So like I mentioned, the doing the modules, the training module before the game, right? Also practice this, watch professional matches, study strategies, and pay attention to high level decision making. So when you're watching a game, don't just watch the game, be like, looking at the highlight kills. Oh, that's the kid, nice headshot. Oh, he did a 360. But no, break it down. From the time the match starts, from the call outs to how the players are not panicking, they're breathing, they're calm, they're saying the things clearly when they're making their call outs for the map, how they're communicating in game. And if the camera is still on and running, how they're communicating off game when the game's in between matches or rounds, or when they win. Are they cheering? They're giving each other a high five. They're going to the other team, good game, shaking hands. Like all that is a part of the process. But when you plan to get better at the game, look at their strategy, how they're using, if it's a shooter to a RTS like League or Dota or Smite, games like that, FPSs that are all sorts of different genres of FPSs, because we have FPSs like Call of Duty that are more real life, Halo, real life. But then you have some that are like Valorant and the finals, where you have these powers, you got these different utilities, from the smokes to the grenades, but then to the characters that can break out and do something, levitate everybody and drop them. Overwatch 2 is one of them too. So learn those strategies, learn those, find a pro that you like and watch what they do. Watch their YouTube, watch their Twitch, watch their Kick. What are they doing for their warm up that might, and give it a try. I say, and one thing don't do for yourself, don't put I don't want to try that. Be open-minded to everything. A suggestion here or there, because you never know until you try it. So don't knock it until you try it. Be open-minded, be due diligent, be consistent. And also due diligent, it means hitting all the finite details, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, not second guessing yourself, having no fear, being confident, but also respecting your opponent no matter who they are. Even you could be playing a team that is not as good as your team, and you're saying, this is a game we should win. Okay. But respect them at the same time, because they're going to think the same thing. Hey, this is a better team than us, and we want to come in and then play our best and hopefully get the win. That might be what they're telling each other, but they could come out there and just wreck you if you're not focused. If you're that team that's supposed to win and you lose and you wonder why would happen, maybe you didn't respect them enough, and maybe you didn't prepare the way you should have, just like every other team you prepare to play and win against. So don't ever do that in your mind. Think, oh, this team record is not as good as ours. Or we've seen some of their player rankings, which you do sometimes. If you do your homework, you see what the players you're playing against, what their rankings are. And sometimes that's fool's gold, because they might have a low ranking, but they might have a good game and never know it. because they're practicing. They're looking to get better. They want to get some wins. They want to get to the playoffs or get to the grand finals and win a championship. So don't second guess those people that are getting ready to play you, because if you second guess them, they'll pull up on you and you'll be sitting there rubbing your head like, why? How did we just lose this match? And the only person you can start with is yourself. How did you prepare yourself? Don't point the finger at your teammates. Don't point your finger at your coaches. Point it at you first. But again, this is the gamer's tip of the week. Develop game sense all around, from mechanics to strategy. Watching the pro. I used to be in football myself as a kid. I grew up watching Bo Jackson, Walter Payton, Marcus Allen, Jerry Rice, Steve Largent. I played on defense. I watched Ronnie Lott, how he hit hard and how he tackled properly. Those are all Hall of Fame players I grew up watching as a kid. So, that kind of rubbed off on me, and obviously in a way that that made me the player that I was, that you saw when I was playing the game, playing the game of football. But also in the video game sense, I'll watch Shroud. I watch Ninja. I hear their stories, their conversation when I'm sitting there listening to their stream, and it's like they got a story to tell, and they got things you could hear that help you get better to add to your game. So whoever that content creator, or I say professional streamer that is a content creator now out there, follow them, like them, share them, and make sure you learn from what they're giving you, because it's good nuggets. So that is the gamer tip of the week, is develop game sense. And at the end of the day, you know what? Have fun. All right, y'all. So it's time for me to roll up out this thing here. Let me turn all the tabs on. There's all my socials where you can find me on X and Instagram. Follow me at Ahman Green 30, all one word. Ahman Green TV. That's where you're at right now, here on Twitch, on TikTok, on Instagram, on this Jod and Rico stuff as well. Also playing on millions.now.co, and also I think live on Instagram, live on X, live on Facebook, live on LinkedIn, live on Twitch. Kick is coming next. I just started a Kick account, filling all that stuff out. I haven't got it all done yet, but I will be. So Kick is coming up next. So hit all those places for Rico and John. Follow us as well. And I hope everyone have a great rest of your week. Be safe. This is hump day, so it's downhill from here. Still got work. Get it done. Finish on all levels. And let's see what my Cornhuskers, they got Indiana this week. The Packers, who they have? They play somebody else. So who would they play? I don't know. I gotta check it out. So I forgot. Thank you. Dang, I should know who the Packers play. I just was talking about it earlier. Oh, the Texans. Duh. They play my other team that I play for too. So Packers and Texans. So there'll be some fun football to watch this weekend. So, all right. Again, everybody have a good rest of your week, and see you next Wednesday. Same bat channel, same bat time. Have a good day. Let's get out of here. Already hit that over there. Got some music playing. Where y'all? Oh, where's the music? There it is. Oh, wait a minute. Also, by the way, I'm going to be streaming this evening from 6 to 9, some Halo. I think I mentioned that, but just to make sure, double down. All right, have a good rest of your day.